Hey guys, Barry here with Epic, wishing you a good morning, afternoon, or evening wherever you are. In today's video, we will be going over the BLUEREU Miami Vice display. We'll be teaching you all the main functions and features of the display and how to use it. So let's dig in. So at first look of the display, what you'll see is the battery indicator here on the top left. Each notch represents about 20% of battery life. So as you can see, this bike here is pretty much 100% charged. On the right, top right, you'll see the pedal assist level, which is 1. You can cycle between various levels. Depending on the setting, you can go from anywhere from 0 to 9. And over here is your actual live speedometer. And your unit of measure is kilometers per hour. And then below, you can have a few different settings. Right now, we're looking at the odometer, but if you touch the I button, you can switch it to trip, which is the same as the odometer, your current ride time, which is 9 minutes, and then you'll also see what your max speed was on your trip, your average speed, and then back to the beginning. All right, now let's just talk about this control panel real quick. So what we have here is the power button. So obviously the power button, so turn on and off. So here's off, here we'll turn it back on. The I button is your information button. Information button will toggle between different screens, and as well as it's also like an enter button or a select button. Sorry, not a select button. I think the plus minus is more of a select button where you can move up and down. And then you have the light button here, which you can turn on or off your light. Also, just to mention, the bike does have a walk mode. To engage your walk mode, all you got to do is hold down the minus button for about, I'm not going to do it now, but if you hold it down for about 3 seconds, the motor will engage at low voltage, and you'll move about at 6 kilometers an hour. This is helpful, especially when you're going uphill or you're carrying something. You don't really need it if you're on a flat or going downhill, obviously, because then it's going to just run out of your hands too fast. So it does have a walk mode. Okay, now let's take a look at the actual settings of the display. So we went over the basic settings, other than how to change your pedal assist, which can be changed by simply using the plus and minus. So as you can see here, the max we can do now is 5. I will show you how to get it higher if you want to get it higher. And the lowest is 0. If you're on level 0, there is actually no pedal assist. You'll be doing all the biking yourself. So this is something nice to have. Some people like it, don't want the power, but you can always have throttle power if you wish. Okay, now that we've gone through all the basic settings, we're gonna go into some advanced settings. So there are a few different advanced setting screens and different ways to get into them. I'm gonna show you all of that. So to get into the first advanced settings, what you're gonna wanna do is hold the plus and minus button at the same time. All right, the first screen you're going to see is this TC. TC is a trip reset. So remember all the values that we saw? I think it was about 10 kilometers. The trip was 10 kilometers. If you ever wanted to reset your current trip, you can do that. Here, N would be no if you don't want to. If now it's flashing, you could simply press up to Y. So let's see how that works. So we're going to say yes. And it's going to reset like your average speed that you saw there, or your top speed, whatever it was. But let's hit I, select. Now it should be reset. So odometer will never be clear. Odometer is something that's always running. But let's see if that worked. It did work. So the trip is now at 0, 0. So it's fresh. Ride time is also at 0. Max speed, average speed have also been reset to 0. So now we've reset it other than the odometer. So, okay, so let's go back into those advanced settings by holding the plus and the minus. Now that we've done this, we don't need it. We're gonna hit I again to get to the next option, which is backlight. Backlight is how bright you want your screen. So you can do it between 1, 2, or 3. Here's 3. 3 is going to be the brightest, 2 is the middle, and 1 is the least bright. We're going to keep it at the middle, so we're going to go back to 2, and I'm going to hold I to select it. It's been selected. Okay. We go back into the screen. I, backlight. This one is your, the third one is your unit of measure. So whether you want to see your display being displayed in kilometers or miles per hour. Number 2 will be kilometers per hour. Number 1, if you want to change it, will be miles per hour. So I could show you that. So by tapping the plus or minus, you can jump between miles per hour at 1 or kilometers per hour at 2. We're going to leave it at kilometers per hour. Let's hold the I to reselect that. And there you go. So that's your first advanced settings screen. Now there's an advanced settings screen within the advanced settings screen. It's actually 2, and I'll show you both. So let's get back into the advanced settings by holding plus and minus. Now, if you hold plus and minus again, you're going to get to some extra advanced settings, which will require a password. So the password is going to be 0510. And to do this, you'll see the first number flashing. So that means we can select it. We're going to actually leave it at 0 since the first one's 0. We're going to hit I for enter to get to the second digit, and then go up to 5, select, go up to 1, select, 0, select. Now we have over here is your voltage. There's not too many settings here, but the important one, a lot of them are mostly factory set, and you really don't want to mess around with them. So let's go to the important one, which is the second one. This SCA is actually a really cool setting because you can actually control how many pedal assist levels you have, and actually you can program how fast you want each pedal assist level to go. So let's just see how that works. So we're going to hit I. So right now we're set to 0 to 5. So that, where I showed you before, we're ended at 5. We could actually increase it if we want up to 9, or you can decrease it to 3. 5 is the most common. That's what I prefer, but if you prefer something different, you can certainly change it. If you press up, you can see this will change it from pedal assist level 1 to 5. So I don't really like this one because it will omit the 0 level of pedal assist. So it means your bike is always electric, always has pedal assist. But maybe you want that, right? Maybe you don't want to have no pedal assist power, no option. The next level will be 0 to 7. So if you want 7, a lot of people like this, I hear. 0 to 7 because it gives you a little bit more flexibility. Then you have the 1 to 7, 0 to 9, 1 to 9, and that's it. You can go down. Let's go down, 1 to 3, or 0 to 3. All right, so I'm going to put it back where I had it, 0 to 5, and I'm going to select it. Now when I select it, you're going to see it's going to take us to a screen where we can set each value for every pedal assist level. So to get into the custom speed settings, what you're going to want to do is simply tap the I button, not hold it, because otherwise you're going to exit the screen. Simply tap it, then you'll see by default it's set to the first level at 38, second level at 49, third level at 59, fourth at 67, and fifth at 96. Now it's important to note that these settings are not actually your speed. This is the percentage of power that will, the motor output power. So if you want to adjust it, you can to any level. So let's say on the first one you don't want it to be 40% of motor power. We can bring this down. Let's go down all the way to the lowest level, let's say, which is 20. That's the furthest the system will let you take it down to. Just tap I. The second level is 49. Let's bring this down to 40. Third level at 59. We'll take it up actually to 60. Fourth level to 80. And the fifth level, we could just go the highest possible, which is 99. So effectively, now we've just set all 5 levels of PAS from starting from 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, all equally. And again, you can set it any way you want to. If you want to reduce the top speed, obviously you can do that simply by going into the settings and selecting it however you like to do it. So really cool feature. Now to accept these settings, all you got to do is hold the I button. Now it's accepted. We can take a look if that's set. Now we got 0 to 5. Tap the I again. And that's exactly how we set it. The other screens are really nothing you want to mess around with. So let's go back. Oops. This is voltage. We don't want to touch that. Let's go back into the advanced settings to show you another advanced settings screen. So these are kind of hidden advanced settings screens. So we're going to hold plus and minus again. We get back to your trip reset. Now for another advanced setting, instead of holding plus and minus again, now you can hold minus and the I button. And here's going to be some useful functions. So it's going to ask you again for your password, which will be the same password. So it's got 0, 5, 1, 0. And voila, we're in. This one, LD, stands for how big your tires are. This is actually wrong. Our tires are 20 inches, so we're going to want to adjust that by hitting. Let's go back here. Let's adjust it to 20. The importance of this is basically to calibrate your speed, so it's accurate, because the way the speedometer works is it measures the revolutions of your tires. So the more accurate you are, the more accurate your speed will be. So we're going to set this properly to 20, because the Miami Vice does have 20-inch tires. Okay, so the next screen is LS. LS is your top speed of the bike. So the top speed of the bike is 45, so you can't go above 45. If you want as fast as possible, just leave it at 45. However, if you do want to tame your bike down, or you're giving it to somebody else and you don't necessarily want to give them top speed, you can go into your advanced settings and change that. So let's say we want to tame it down to 25 kilometers. You simply go down to 25, and now the max speed of the motor that will give the bike will be 25. I'm just going to put it back at 45. Okay, perfect. So I think that goes through all the main settings. If you want to do a factory reset, there is a way. Okay, so now let's say you change a bunch of settings, maybe you messed something up. Not to worry, you can actually do a very simple factory reset back to the default settings. To do this, when you're in the basic settings, all you got to do is hold the minus and I button. Couple seconds, this DEF will pop up. N means no, so not to factory reset. But if you do want to factory reset it, simply change it to yes and tap the I button. It'll show 2 zeros. We'll just do it. 2 zeros, and everything will be reset to the original factory settings. So I think that sums up pretty much everything, at least all the main features and important features and functionalities of this display. If I missed anything and you have any questions, please comment below and we'll get back to you with the answers. Other than that, guys, I hope you did enjoy the video, and please give it a thumbs up if you did, and if you like this content, please subscribe. Wishing you an epic day or night. Peace.